Hello everybody. If you clicked on the monthly clickbait video, I'd just like to say just let me know if the audio balance is okay, because sometimes it's okay, sometimes it isn't, but it is what it is. Nothing I can do, but I digress. So I figured it had been a little while since I did some clickbait DSP videos. So we're just going to go ahead. I have lots of quality content for you. We're just going to go through what's been happening the last month. It's, I guess, just a bit of review as to what's been happening in the meantime. I know that's misspelled, but I typed it improperly. Let me just fix that real quick. Yeah, so what's been happening? I guess kind of the last big thing that happened regarding our pal Dark Side Phil was the whole copyright strike thing. So, as pretty much everybody knew, the copyright strikes were fake. The Atlas one was cleared up extremely fast because it was some misunderstanding between Atlas Japan and Atlas North America. So he just literally emailed them, emailed Curse, emailed YouTube, and they fixed that up in like a week. And then the Rockstar copyright strikes were, well, they were fake. They were literally someone pretending to be part of Rockstar and filing fake copyright strikes against him. And we pretty much all knew that. And that was resolved in like a couple days. He did a bunch of panic drama alert videos about it. The thing about, let me see here. Just while I'm on the topic, let me see, because I forget how much I covered and I'm too lazy to go back and look at it again. So let me see if he did a video on the copyright strikes getting resolved. Let's see here. Copyright update. Let's see here. I think they did get resolved. Let me just skim through this. Two big things. Uh-huh. Oh, right, I should turn off my obtaining device. There we go.
Because of everything that was going on, that was
there is that working now? The audio?
Positive updates for everyone. I'm going to share all of that with you in this video so you know exactly what's going on with the copyright issues, as well as what's going on for the rest of this week. Because yes, this week, because of the positive kind of things that have happened, I am going to be taking the time off that originally I scheduled, which means the next couple of days streaming is going to be extended. It's going to be even heavier than usual in order to make surplus videos, in order to, during the course of time that I was away, and then when I came back, really bad, right? So, yeah, on Friday, everything was looking pretty doom and gloom.
Yep,
Saturday,
doom and gloom.
The good news is Atlas, I finally got rid of their copyright strike. Right?
He got rid of the copyright. It was resolved in like a couple days.
Therefore, because the copyright strike against DSP Gaming was released, not only has 2 strikes instead of 3, therefore I could upload again, and the channel was not in threat of being deleted.
It was never in threat of being deleted. So, he's lying.
That being said, I started uploading again. Yesterday I ended up uploading like 20-some Dark Souls 2 videos.
Alright, let's see how many Street Fighter playlists he has. Sorry, is OBS having trouble? Just, I can't really tell on my end, so let me know if there's some issues going on. Okay, anyways. So if we look at this, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 5 separate playlists for... Oh, the stream went offline for a second there. Okay, well, yeah, that is what it is. I had forgotten I had left my VPN on, and I was just turning it off because it was reducing the speed. So yeah, he has 81 videos there, 27 there, 54 there, and 29 there. And I don't really feel like doing the math, but that's like 200 batches of quality content for you to enjoy. It's just such a fucking mess. I mean, look at it. Danganronpa 2, 173 parts. Yep, we're gonna want to watch that quality content. Sonic Adventure. Anyways, so let's see here. So that's pretty much where we want to go. So let's just start going through the various stuff that happened this month. Shout out Dipshit Phil.
Let's see here. Shout out to Private Bacon Burger, who did a 100-bit cheer. It says, serious question, is the amount of bits you receive really enough for your livelihood? Well, no, not just the bits. You guys have to understand something. I'm pretty diversified, all right?
He's financially diversified.
I upload to YouTube, all right? I get patron pledges.
He gets patron pledges, yep.
Then I get bits revenue from Twitch. I get subscriptions revenue from Twitch. And then I also get tips through my streams, but those are separate from Twitch. Those I just get coming into me, okay? Behind the scenes, I have a few other sources of income. You got Teespring, although I'll be honest, Teespring is not a significant source of income. I get referral credit for certain things like Loot Crate, which I haven't had any profit on in like 4 months. This new one-up box thing that I've been doing, which I have no idea if I'm making any referral credit on it. Honestly, I have no idea. So I have a few things where money kind of really trickles in every month. So basically, I got a bunch of different revenue sources.
He has a bunch of different revenue sources.
Primarily what it is, it's YouTube, Twitch, Patreon. Those are the three big things.
Those are the three big things.
Let me give you some perspective. When ad revenue plummeted in February on YouTube.
Ad revenue is shit now. I mean, I'll give Phil the I'll give Phil some credit on the whole ad revenue thing. It did go way down because I know I used to make like $100 to $200 a month or something, and now I make like $30 a month. It is pretty brutal, and I can't imagine the people who do it for a living and actually have like a lot of views and subscribers and produce like actual content they put effort into. Savage Lord says his room for streaming is a full tax write-off. Let's see here. To be fair, I actually will write off because this is considered small business income, whatever AdSense revenue I get. So if I go see a movie and I do a review of it, I will submit that as a business expense. And I know that's kind of sleazy, but at the same time, it's like, what else is it supposed to be? If you're reviewing things, you need to buy them. And I can't write that off against like my salaried income. I can only write it off against my small business income.
Something like 80% of my income on a monthly basis to down to like a third. That's not even exaggeration. It went from like 80-some% of what I made down to like 30 to 40%. Because that's how much it plummeted. It went to half. And I was basically, that 1 month I was screwed. I didn't know what I was going to do.
Wait a minute. If it was 80% of what he made and Patreon was like $1,200 a month, then that would mean... Okay, so let's see here. What's 1,200 times 5? So he was making about $6,000 a month American in a state with no income taxes, where he can write off pretty much all of his living expenses. So he probably pays virtually no taxes. Pay my bills.
It was not a good situation.
It was not a good situation.
What I did is I changed up my streaming style to integrate in cheers and tips and subs and all of that. Okay? And when I did that, I'm not exaggerating here.
I'm going to be honest because I'm an honest guy. I'd actually thought about moving my streaming to Twitch just because I wanted to get donations. I wanted to get bits. But to get bits on Twitch, you have to have a bunch of followers and do a bunch of other shit, and I'm just too lazy to do that.
I used to, on Twitch, make, I would say, such a minuscule amount on Twitch because it wasn't about that for me. It was just like Twitch was just fan service.
It was fan service.
It was a profitable thing. Basically, my income on Twitch, since I made those changes, has more than quadrupled. Okay? More than quadrupled. So, really what's happened is that Twitch has made up for that giant dip in YouTube. It kind of like, it went, for 1 month it went way down, but then because I changed up everything I was doing here on Twitch, it caught up and made up for what I was losing. The thing is, it's very tight.
It's very tight.
All right? It's very tight, all right, right now.
The dude makes 60,000 grand a year American. Okay, let me look this up. USD to CAD. Let me see how much money this would be Canadian. Let's see. So he makes, we'll just say 60,000. Why not allow Super Chat? Super Chat just has a very bad ratio. Okay, so he makes just, I actually think he makes a lot more than this. I think he probably makes about 100 grand a year Canadian. But yeah, he makes 67 grand Canadian in a, 76 grand a year Canadian in a state with no income taxes.
I've got all these extra videos left over now.
Let me see what is income, just for comparison's sake. Provincial income tax rates. Let's just look at what the income tax rate is in Ontario, just for comparison's sake. Provincial, where is it? So where I live in Ontario, the first $42,000 you make, you pay 50 grand, 5% on, and then it immediately goes up to 10%. So Phil basically saves like what, 8% of his income or something that he doesn't have to pay in provincial or state income taxes. So yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yes, I can pay all my bills, so that's good.
He can pay all his bills.
When it comes time for taxes every quarter, it's very rough.
No, it isn't.
I'm barely making it. And, you know, I'm in a situation now where because now I'm single again, I don't have any other income helping me out to pay the bills.
DSP tries it defrauding the federal government.
And if something went wrong, all right, like for example, people are wondering, why was Phil freaking out so badly when he got those false copyright strikes? Well, the bottom line is if I can't put videos and I can't make money,
I can't pay my bills.
I can't pay my bills.
I can't pay my bills.
That's just the reality of the situation. So
It's just the reality.
Scared the shit out of me. You know, I might lose the house. You know, a lot of bad things that could happen.
He might lose the house.
So
no, he might have to sell his house. He made a bunch of equity in his house. He might have to sell it and then use the money to pay off his debt, which he should do.
The situation I'm in right now is I am able to still do this. Yes, I am paying the bills and I'm making ends meet, but it's very financially tight. Which is why when I get a month like this month where Patreon's low, it sucks. You know? It does, it sucks. But there's nothing I can do about it. Also, it sucks.
There's nothing he can do. Yes.
So, YouTube basically sucks. They don't do much when it comes to basically balancing their ad revenue budget. They do a terrible job. What I mean by that is they don't have a consistent stream of advertisers that come in all year round. What they have are dips and
nobody does, Phil, you fucking idiot. I mean, it's bullshit. Like, no industry has consistent ads. That's just the way it works. Like, yeah, he complains about all the ads being at Christmas. That's the way it's always been. That's the way it always will be. That's just, like, I don't get it why, like, he's surprised by this. There's certain times of year when people tend to spend money. I think it's spring, like May through June, and then from basically September to December is all high ad revenue. And that's just because of the shopping cycle. That's because of when people are on vacation. There's a lot of reasons for that. Like, his expectation that they would have consistent ad revenue throughout the year is just crazy. Now, does Google do a bad job managing their advertisers? You can say yes, you can say no. That's a legitimate argument, but the idea that Christmas wouldn't have higher ad revenue is retarded.
So during the holiday season, all the advertisers want to advertise their products.
Yeah, they do.
And ad revenue is out the wazoo on YouTube. So you make a ton of money at the end of the year. But
yeah.
Right now in the month of July, there's like no ad revenue to be had.
No, because it's the summer.
Okay.
Nothing comes out in the summer.
YouTube actually knew how to do their job properly. They find advertisers who want to advertise summer-based products in the summer, and they wouldn't have a big dip, but they do. So right now,
well, that might be true. I don't know.
This is, not even an exaggeration. I looked this up last night. In the month of July, I've had more overall views that were ad-supported.
Okay, let me just look this up and see if this is true.
A whole week where I wasn't even with Curse, and I'm not even going to go into that. It was a whole fucking partner network debacle and all that. But basically, I had more views so far in July than in May, but I made a third less money. So I worked just as hard, if not harder, this month than I did in May. I brought in more viewers on YouTube than I had in May, but I made a third less money because YouTube didn't do their job to bring in advertisers. So
okay, let's see if this is actually the truth, because he lies about everything. Okay. So we have monthly views. So this month, July, he had 1.9 million views. Okay, his total views actually did go up a lot. Okay, so he didn't lie about that. Okay, well, fair enough.
oh, that's the problem with YouTube. They suck. It's like I said a million times. They're a bunch of fucking coders who sit behind desks, typing and crunching numbers and punching code, and they don't understand business. And they fuck up their website constantly. They run their entire websites automated with algorithms, and it fucks everybody over. I am dipshit field.
Okay, so here we go. We have his rant about Google.
I love the fucking YouTube defense force that comes out to try to defend Google and YouTube. Oh, well.
Who defends Google? Well, actually, there are. There are people who hate DSP so much they'll just defend everything Google does. Cause they'll be like, "Oh, Phil doesn't like Google," so yeah.
You can't possibly hire enough humans now to handle the capacity of the website. And what's your point? That's their fault. This would be like this. Let me give you some perspective because I'm so tired.
Vicarious vision.
I wish this guy would shut the fuck up. In fact, you know what? He can shut the fuck up for a second. I gotta say this because I'm so tired of people trying to defend them when they're completely fucking inept at business. All right? Any other business.
If
they did what Google and YouTube did with YouTube, would be lambasted, would be laughed, would be the laughingstock of the world. But because it's Google, they get a pass. When you open up a fucking restaurant, okay? I opened up a restaurant. Oh, but I only hired a skeleton fucking crew of people who don't know much about anything. They don't know anything about health code or laws. They don't know anything about, how to properly make the food and make sure that it's safe for the people who come to my restaurant to eat it. We don't do any of that due diligence whatsoever. We just open the restaurant and the restaurant becomes incredibly popular, okay? Now, after the fact, because the restaurant's incredibly popular, we find out that all these things are fucked up. They're not hearing the health codes, they're not doing all that. Do we just give the restaurant a pass because they say, oh, because they're incredibly popular and they have such high amount of people and customers coming in, we couldn't possibly expect them to hire enough staff and enough health code people knowledgeable about the situation to come in and actually run the site legally. We can't expect that from them. No, the restaurant would be closed. But YouTube comes in, oh, we're gonna have a website that just unlimited hosts whatever kind of content anyone uploads to it. No checks and balances, no legality to it, no proper copyright check.
Well, that was kind of the idea. The idea was to have an open source video site where it's YouTube. The idea was everyone could create content, everyone could upload it, and that was kind of the entire point of the website. Now, did they make some mistakes when they were doing it? I don't know.
System, just the wild west of the internet. Everyone just come and upload whatever the fuck you want. Years later, oh my god, now it's hyper popular, and now there's no way we could possibly have enough staff to check the amount of videos that come in on a daily basis. So just give them a pass. No, any other business would be shut down.
Any other business.
Straight, because you're violating tons of laws.
There's lots of businesses that do that.
You need to hire enough.
Banks violate laws all the time, and they don't get in trouble. It's unfortunate, but that's just kind of the way modern society works. And I'm not defending it, but if you have a lot of money and you can pay off regulators, then yeah, it doesn't apply to you. It's like how in Ontario, basically almost all unpaid internships are... Pretty much all unpaid internships are illegal if you actually look at the criteria. Unpaid overtime is illegal. All kinds of labor law shit is illegal, but the government doesn't really care about it, so it's unfortunate.
People to run your business properly, we're not going to just give you a fucking pass. For some reason, Google and YouTube get a pass, but any other business that does...
No, they don't. They all get passes.
Fucking violations and fucking fees and shit up the ass.
No, they don't.
Google. I just don't understand that. So it's probably honestly because Google is in the pockets of the politicians. They probably lobby and shit, and they pay our fucking senators and shit for their campaigns or whatever. So they get the pass. They don't get analyzed for having everything fucked up about their business and all that shit. It's pretty stupid.
It is stupid.
Pretty fucking stupid. All right. So enough about giving them a fucking pass. I'm so tired of that shit. Yeah, if you have no business sense in your fucking head, oh, they couldn't possibly hire enough staff to review all those videos. That's not my problem.
Well, they can't.
It's their problem. They created a business with no regulation and no...
Okay, let's see here. Hat tip Phil Snort Brunel. He does great work.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Oh my god. I'm considering doing a full run through Bloodborne start to finish next year. Whether it be in downtime in January if it's dead, or whether it be later in the year, like during the summer months. Oh my god.
Hibbo Stabber did 20 bit cheer and says do it in real life hiking stream. Yeah, it's just what you want. In real life hiking stream where I hike and hurt my back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not supposed to be doing things like that.
No, he's
The
not.
doctor specifically explained to me when my back injury was diagnosed 10 years ago, I can no longer be doing that kind of activity.
He can't do it.
They basically said light calisthenics, light, things, exercise is good, but extended walking is not good. So I would never go.
Extended walking. He can't even walk. Now, I'm going to be honest, because I'm an honest guy. I don't really go hiking or do any thing like that. I do normally go for a half hour to an hour long walk every day.
I want to walk on a hike because I probably hurt my back. There you go.
If you are watching today's live stream, if you enjoy my daily live streams and you support them, you want to see them keep happening indefinitely, okay? If you like the on-demand videos on YouTube, you want to support the effort. There are 3 ways during the stream that you can directly support, all right? Number 1, cheering. Number 2, subbing. And number 3, tipping.
All these things help. And if you do cheer with bits, sub to the channel, or tip me during the course of the stream, as you've already seen, I will give you a shout out. And I'm appreciative to everyone who do support my efforts here daily. One thing, this is the one thing I do want to mention, everyone.
If you are watching the stream and you're going to support me today, like, oh man, I'd like to maybe do some cheers or some tips or whatever.
FYI, the preferential thing is tips.
For the short term, and the reason I say that is because tips I get right away. Cheers and subs are great, by the way. Don't get me wrong. They all support me and they all help me. All right, but cheers and tips. Cheers.
Okay, we're gonna take a little. We're gonna take a little field trip because he's lied about his back injury. So here is the whatchamacallit.
Next question. If the fans decided to create a fundraiser on a website to pay for surgery for your back, would you accept the gift? And that's from 9Kenny5. The answer is this: no, because honestly now I'm in a position, because as we've already said in this episode of Ask the King, I do have health insurance. I have my own health insurance now, and even though I'm sure the back surgery would probably be expensive to me, I can afford it. You know what I mean? It's not like the reason that I haven't gotten back surgery isn't that I can't afford it at this point. It's that it's extremely risky. My mom actually got the back surgery, and it didn't work for her. Like, she's in more pain now than she was before the surgery. So for me, it's extremely risky. And genetic, there's a chance that it might not work, and that's why I don't know if it's worth it to do surgery. Next question from Krakus Lim89. Says, Phil, how's your back doing? I remember a while ago you said you might have surgery on it. How's it going with that? Is it a money problem? Are you waiting for extended downtime because you're concerned about getting an operation? So basically, he's really interested in what's going on with my back situation. For those of you who don't know, I have a serious back injury, a severely herniated disc in my lower back.
Yep.
I've had this since 2008 or late 2007, 2008, and I've had to adjust my life significantly because of it. And it came to a point where I was actually in a lot of pain all the time. And there is a surgery that I could get on my back that would basically try to repair the disc and or fuse my spine where the disc is. But number 1, the surgery is risky, very risky. Number 2, even if the surgery is successful, there's no guarantee that it will do anything. It's actually hit or miss. Some people are without pain forever. Some people are without pain for a short while and it comes back. Some people end up being in worse pain. I'm not kidding you. It's that much of a risk. And number 3, it's very expensive. I was told that even with insurance covering some of it, it would still cost me like over $10,000 out of pocket to get this.
That honestly doesn't sound that bad considering how much it affects his life.
And I decided over the past several years I was just going to live with it. I was going to adjust my lifestyle so that I'm not constantly straining my back. I don't drive on the highway because of it, because that could be a big risk. If all of a sudden I get a shooting pain in my back or even a spasm in my leg, I could die on the highway. You know what I mean? And there's many things I've adjusted. Well, I have some good news for everyone. Over the past several months, I actually purchased this thing that's called a back stretcher.
A back
It's a machine
stretcher.
that lays on the floor, and what it does is it grabs my feet and my upper torso, holds my torso in place, and it actually pulls my legs and stretches my legs and spine. And because of this machine, I have dramatically relieved the pressure that I have on my spine to the point where, yes, I still have pain, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was a few months ago. If you remember back in June, I even spoken about it and said, I'm in a lot of pain because I just gone to E3 and then I went to the Too Many Games game convention, and the combination of the plane ride, the car rides, just sitting around, be traveling, it destroyed my back. Well, over the past 2 months, my back has gotten much better.
By the way, side note, I bought my tickets for Fan Expo. Since I commute into Toronto, I'll be right next to where Fan Expo is going to be held. So yeah, so I'll be able to go all 4 days, and there'll be all kinds of vlogs and madness because of that.
What it's actually doing, not only relieving the pressure on my spine, but it's strengthening the muscles in my back.
I don't know if anybody knows anything about that. Could you maybe let me know?
To wait for a better cure for what I have. They actually
Better
are
cure.
doing research right now to find different ways to solve the problem with
Okay,
my back.
this is fucking boring.
Because my back has been a major pain in my ass. It limits my mobility. It limits my ability to do things. And I want to feel healthy again. And I'll be honest, since 2007, I feel like a cripple. And I know I'm not. I don't mean that as I know I'm not crippled. And I know I'm extremely fortunate because I've been able to manage my pain and I haven't re-injured my back or anything like that. But I'm hindered in what I'm doing a lot. And I want to be healthy again. But I can't do either of those things because I thought, I just took a major pay cut. What happens if next year I get another major pay cut and now I can't afford to move?
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Chicago. We are at the Wyndham Grand Hotel, which I guess formerly was called
Hotel 71.
Hotel 71, because that was the address, 71. And apparently they got bought out by Wyndham. It's becoming a Wyndham Hotel. They're currently renovating it. But we decided to get one of the nicest rooms in the hotel. It's called the Executive Suite. All right? So let's walk you around. First of all, this is the front door.
And yeah, I totally imagine Phil sleeping the same way that Mike Dawson from Dark Scene 2 does. Sleeping fully clothed and with no covers over him.
You really know he has no life when he has everything like that cluttering his
Jesus
entire
Christ,
area.
man! I mean, I love collecting figures, but good lord!
Yep. So there was that stuff. So it is what it is.
Take 2 months for me to get the income. Tips I get right
So yeah. So DSP also addressed Project 7 again.
Here, he said, I would like to see Project 7 rebooted as an indie platform. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be honest with everyone.
Because I'm an
I
honest
think it's
guy.
time to let go of the past, alright? I understand that a lot of people have these nostalgia glasses that they wear when they look at the past, and they say the past is so good, the past, oh my god, Project 7, people still bring up Project 7. Ladies and gentlemen, Project 7 was a very small portion of anything that I ever worked on YouTube. It was 4 videos. 4 episodic videos with, who I worked on with my friends, and it was something completely different outside the box of anything that I would do. It had no, real gameplay footage in it. It wasn't me playing games or anything like that. It was a little series that I did, alright? And you gotta understand, I enjoy doing it, but there's still people to this day who keep bringing up Project 7, and I'm like, guys, it's been over since 2012. 5 years. Project 7's been over. It only ran from January to, June.
To
There were
June.
only 4
Yep.
episodes. And I understand that there's still people, Project 7, when's Project 7 coming back? We bring back Project 7, Project 7. No! If you haven't realized, things have dramatically changed in my life since the time that I was making Project 7.
Dramatically. How? He just sits around and plays video games.
I'm on the other side of the country. I'm not doing those kind of videos anymore.
Doesn't do him anymore.
No, I've already told you, I'm really not even doing an emphasis on game reviews anymore. I am going to do them for bigger releases, but really for me it's the daily live streams.
Okay, this lazy fuck can't, he can't even just do what I do. He can't just talk. He can't just say, oh, here's my thoughts on the game. He has to put in, footage and shit. Just talk. It's bullshit. Whatever.
That are keeping me afloat, that are keeping me able to do this daily. I'm not going to bring back Project 7. It's not coming back as a game. It's not coming back as a series. It's not coming back as anything. You got to get over it.
Now, I'm going to be honest, because I'm an honest guy. On the whole figurine thing, I do have, a plushie Espeon that sits on my desk. And I kind of want to get, a plushie Leafeon and Glaceon that I'm also going to put on my desk. Someday I kind of want to get all of the evolutions, because I love the evolutions. Espeon's my favorite Pokemon. So I'm just going to get that's what I'm going to have. I'm going to have a giant table just full of Eevee related plushies.
There's still people who do this too. They come back and, oh my god, this other thing for the friend request ridicule, when are you bringing that back? Oh my god, are you serious? That's been gone since 2010. 7 years. You think you get over it? Yeesh. So yeah, folks, please, enough for Project 7. I understand that there's, like I said, nostalgia feeling about it and everything. It's time to move on. If you're here and you're enjoying the streams and everything.
The thing is, DSP's making fun of people. They're like, hey Phil, we like this zero effort thing you made where you just went on your Xbox, read friend requests and made fun of them. We'll give you views. We'll give you money if you do it. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that. You have to move on. You just have to move on and do shit. Oops. Sorry.
So
yeah,
the final
okay.
shout-out
So no more of that. So we'll get to the main feature in a minute. But before that, just something else.
First of all, the villain of this movie, whose name is FBI Special Agent
Francis York Morgan.
His real name apparently is Darkside Francis, which is a running joke in the movie. His name is Francis. I have like one more sip left, so let me finish this. Yeah, I'm actually drinking a Kickstart. I've been drinking those constantly, right? Because they're good, they're healthy for you. They have B vitamins.
They're healthy, yeah.
Vegetable juice in them. I looked at it, I was like, holy shit. I had like 2 or 3 Kickstarts left in my closet. So I said, let me finish these off. I was like, well, today makes sense. I'm doing a marathon. I'm gonna need the energy, right?
He's gonna need the energy.
Okay.
Just get some coffee, you lazy fuck. Coffee costs like virtually nothing to make.
Critical in the stream chat. Energy drinks aren't good for you. No, Kickstart ones have natural caffeine from green tea, fruit juice, and vegetable juice in them. It's actually, those drinks are considered 1 portion of veggies and fruits per day.
1 portion.
It's actually good for you. It's proven to be.
Now, I'm going to be honest, because I'm an honest guy, I do actually buy energy drinks from time to time. Normally, if I have, like, a huge project at work and I'm going to be doing, like, there from, like, 9 to, like, 9, I normally will get a couple energy drinks just to help me focus throughout the day. Caffeine is generally not really dangerous unless you go fucking crazy. That kind of thing, yeah. So here we go. We have some other stuff.
So what I'm going to do now is go on break. Thank you, by the way, Golden Colt, for the 100-bit share. I'm going to go on break. I'm going to upload these videos.
Okay, here's going to be DSP bitching about some stuff.
I'm going to upload all these videos, which is going to take like 20-30 minutes to get them all named and everything. I have to go cook dinner, eat dinner, clean up after dinner, take out the trash. I have to go check my mail. I have 2 pieces of mail I have to mail.
He has to mail shit, guys.
I have to do. I have to water all the plants in the house.
He has to water the
There's
plants.
a lot of things I have to do before my second stream tonight, so I gotta get going. All right, but I will be coming back between 7:30 and 8 p.m. tonight for 2 more hours of Sonic Adventure. So I hope you like that playthrough. You'll come back and you'll join me tonight for that. It was really good last night. I'm looking forward to more tonight.
I mean, like, if DSP really was, like, needs caffeine, which I know I do because I'm addicted to caffeine. Well, I don't drink, smoke, or do other shit, so caffeine is kind of my drug of choice. So he could just get, like, a coffee maker for, like, I don't even know how much they are in the States. I don't know, like $10 to $40. I got my parents, like, a nice one with, like, stainless steel finish. And that was, like, $40 Canadian with free shipping from Walmart. And then, like, a kilo of coffee is, what, like $20? And with one person, that lasts, like, a month or 2. So even if you, like, want to put milk in or that kind of thing, you'll have, like, I don't know, it'll only cost you, like, $100 a year to have coffee daily. I don't know, he's people who run businesses don't think like that.
And tomorrow, if you're wondering, I've now decided, the first half of tomorrow will be Sonic Adventure. The second half, I'll go back to Danganronpa 2. It just makes sense, because Tacoma's out of the picture now. So there's no reason for me to worry about, oh no, I don't have time. I'll just go right back to Danganronpa 2 and start playing it as the second stream. Okay? Fair enough? Alright. Thank you, everyone. By the way, Kushiyakatori did a 10-bit cheer. Says, I missed a big portion of pre-stream. What is the August goal? It's going to be Halloween-related. Probably going to be being able to nominate and vote on games for my Halloween marathon in October, and it may also pertain to a Halloween costume I wear in October, but I haven't finalized it yet. Alright, that's it. Thank you, everyone. SJW. See you tonight for Sonic. Number 1, the fact that we had a busy first stream. I finished Tacoma all in one sitting. I went a little late. Number 2, I had a ton of shit to do between that stream.
He had a ton of shit. Let's see what DSP had to do.
All done.
Now, one of the things that actually happened with me was after I watched the stream about him. Yes, he did make his parents take out the trash for him. I might have to rewatch that video just to pad this out. I'll get to the actual stuff. We've only been going for half an hour. After I watched his video on dusting, I actually went and dusted my entire house and, like, vacuumed the walls and shit because it disgusted me that much.
He's been so freaking busy with so much stuff going on. So I finished Tacoma. I had to get all those videos uploading, which means I had to create new tags, everything. So it took like a good 20 minutes, 30 minutes to do that. Went downstairs, cooked myself some nice pork patties, had some pork patty,
Pork patties.
burgers, even though technically they're not burgers. They're just like pork patties with lettuce, tomato, onion, you know, good stuff.
Look how shitty that is. What the fuck?
Stuff like that, on fresh bread. Then I had to take out all the trash. As I'm taking the trash out
He was complaining about having to take the fucking trash out.
to the garage, I see that spiders have emerged because it's so hot right now. Washington State is having a heat wave. In fact, the whole Pacific Northwest is having a heat wave right now. And because of that, a lot of the bugs that normally would be outside are trying to seek refuge inside because they're not used to the hot weather. They're like, what the hell is this?
I don't think that's
So
how it
there were
works,
spiders in
DSP.
my freaking garage.
Uh-huh.
So I had to run and grab this bug spray and start spraying those fuckers so they didn't try to sneak. That's the thing, they would try to sneak into the house. That's the whole reason they were coming into the garage to begin with. And I'm not dealing with that shit. So I sprayed the fuck out of them. Then I had to take the cans out physically to the curb because they're coming to get the trash tomorrow. Then I had some mail to mail. I also had to pick up the mail. From the
You had to
mailbox
pick up
at the front of our facility here.
the fucking
I go for a
mail?
little bit of a walk, and as I'm walking, I get there and everything, and I realize it's so hot outside. By the time I get back to the house, I'm not even kidding you. It's probably about 2 blocks, not even. I was drenched with sweat.
2
It's
blocks.
hot and humid as hell here. It's like 70-something% humidity.
Okay.
So I was drenched with disgusting sweat. I'm like, dude, I walked 2 fucking blocks, and I'm just gross. So then I had to switch out my shirt and everything. And then I was, you know, trying to clean up in the kitchen. I had dishes to wash after dinner, you know, everything. The whole rigmarole. And then finally, I get into the office not more than 15 minutes ago to say, all right, so what happened with Tacoma?
Oh, here, I'll turn it up.
Decided not to process at all. It just sat there and never began processing on YouTube. The entire playthrough was live except for part 4. So I had to completely re-upload that part. I had to add all the thumbnails to everything. And then finally, when all that was done, I put it into a playlist, slapped it together. I said, all right, now we're finally freaking ready to stream again. Holy shit. What a pain in the balls. So I didn't even get to do everything. Like my plants, I gotta water all my plants at some point. Probably immediately following this stream because they're thirsty.
Okay, so you had to take out the trash, get the mail, drop things in the mailbox, which you do at the same time, spray some stuff, and that's it. That should have taken maybe like an hour to an hour and a half. I mean, what most people do is on Saturday or Sunday, you vacuum your house, you take out the trash, you tidy things up, you maybe scrub down the bathroom or something. It takes a couple hours and it's clean for the week. This dude talked about how he hadn't vacuumed his house in like 3 years. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, and Dr. Zombies just said forest fires in Canada are sending smoke all over the Puget Sound area where I live. It's true,
What the
because
fuck?
As I was walking back from the mailbox, I noticed it looked very almost smoky in the air. Even
No
though it's bright
fucking
sun,
way.
I saw like smokiness in the air.
There's no fucking way that's the
And
truth.
it must be. There must be like smoke coming in, humidity, heat, nastiness. Not good.
Not good.
Not freaking good, man. So my plants are thirsty. My spider plant has a double bloom today. It's 2 little flowers that bloomed on the thing. And I can't give it water yet. So I'm too busy.
He's too busy to water. What the fuck?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna watch DSP dusting again. I know I've showed it a couple times, but this is incredible. This is like the greatest thing
Today I'm
DSP's
late
ever
by
done.
1 hour. All right.
This
so
is
for good reason,
amazing.
and I'll explain why right now, because I know a lot of people, that's the topic on their minds, is why he's still late again.
Phil's
He was-
always
he was
late.
actually on time for a single day, and now he's late again. What's going on?
Look how
well, as you
shitty
know,
this
as you
is.
can hear, I've been suffering pretty bad allergies recently, and you know, it is what it is. I suffer them every year. Usually,
It is
get
what it
allergies
is.
in around April-ish. And this year, I didn't get them, which was very bizarre. I was like, gee, why am I not getting my allergies? And now today, this month, June, it slammed me. It slammed me about 2 weeks ago. Really bad allergies because the pollen count went crazy in the state of Washington.
Pollen
For whatever
count went
reason,
crazy.
The pollen went nuts. in
Nothing
June
I
this
could do.
year, which is abnormal. Usually it is earlier. But anyway, yeah, my allergies are killing me. It's not me sick, by the way, and I hate that people say, "Oh, feel sick." No, I'm not. I don't actually feel like physically run down. I don't have a fever. I don't have a sore throat. It's just that my sinuses are congested and my throat's all swollen up because it's allergies. It's allergy season. Lots of people suffer from this. Okay. If you don't know about allergies, I recommend that you use some of your free time to research them on the internet. It's a very
Well, people know what allergies are, Phil. It's just most people don't have allergies like you. And I mean, what you could do, and I've mentioned this before, get an air filter. You can get them for not too much money. HEPA filters, the kind they use in in hospitals. You just put it in your hall or you put it in your office, and it takes them out of the air. I have one that I got from my grandparents. It has an ionizer in it, so it doesn't even really need a filter per se. It just it has like a fan, dust goes through it, the ionizer collects the dust, and it cleans the air. Just get that.
Common occurrence. Apparently some people think it's like something that doesn't exist, and that I'm like sick or something, and I'm getting, you're out of your mind. And people with their conspiracy theories.
It's a conspiracy theory. How is that a conspiracy theory? People just thought he was sick because he can't fucking talk. He's like fucking... He's fucking just coughing and hacking up a lung. And people are like, hey, Phil, are you sick? They're like, it's a conspiracy theory.
So here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
I've been suffering pretty bad, and I've been taking medicine and everything. Nothing seems to be to work. Every morning I still wake up all gunked up, and then it usually takes a few hours. I take some medicine, it takes a few hours, and I clear up again. But as you've heard, my voice has been, hoarse and everything, and I'm like, I gotta do something. I have to take drastic measures.
He has to take drastic
okay?
measures.
So last night, this is not an exaggeration, this literally happened. Last night, I am, after, working 2 streams and all that, getting all the videos uploaded, I'm sitting on my couch, I'm relaxing, I'm watching SmackDown, and SmackDown ends, and I erupt into a sneezing fit. I'm just like sneezing and sneezing and sneezing. I'm like, motherfucker. Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm so tired of this. Seriously.
He's tired. There's nothing he could do.
And it's very frustrating, okay? Very frustrating. And I'm like, I gotta do something. I gotta take drastic measures.
He's gotta take drastic
like,
measures.
At this point, I realized I need to do something, and it's time to stop being lazy. So, I grabbed a giant new roll of paper towels. I grabbed 2 kinds of surface and glass cleaners, and I got to work. And I'm not even kidding. I cleaned my top floor of my house for about almost 4 hours last night.
4 hours.
I had enough of this shit. I was like, enough. I just can't take this anymore.
You can't.
It's driving me absolutely insane.
It's insane.
Now, I'm going to be honest with everyone.
I gotta be honest.
It is kind of embarrassing, but I've never really given this house a top-down cleaning.
He's never cleaned it.
Since I moved here. I did clean it 2 major times. And what I mean by that is both times that my parents were going to visit. Once was Christmas 2015, and once was... Christmas 2014. And then once was June of 2016, when my parents visited both times. But what I cleaned was I cleaned the bathrooms, I cleaned the kitchen, I cleaned the stairwell. I basically cleaned all the general air.
Think about that for a minute. This dude hasn't cleaned the bathrooms in like 3 years. What the fuck?
Areas that I knew my parents would be in, okay? But I am not a duster. Let's put it that way.
He's
I am
not
not a duster at all.
Okay.
At all. And, it builds up. Oh my God, does it build up, man. It really does. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. How bad it was. Windowsills, every flat surface you can think of. Just looking at my office here, okay? The desk directly in front of me where my laptop and all my equipment sits. Obviously my PC itself. The computer desk over there and the mock.
Isn't that dangerous to have like heat generating electrical equipment coated in shit? It seems like that's a fire hazard.
And all that shit. The windowsill, the air conditioner, the top of my file cabinet, and oh my God, my entertainment center. Ooh. That was absolutely disgusting. Okay.
I love how
it's absolutely gross.
It's some sort of
so much dirt and dust built up, especially on the gaming consoles themselves. I mean, there was a layer of fucking filth on top of it.
Layer of it.
But not only did I do the office, I did the bathroom out in the hallway. I did my bedroom. My bedroom, because I got the dressers and the windowsill and everything, and basically it took a ton of time. All right, a ton, and it was worth it though because I needed to do it. The bottom line is I'm making a new start here, right? I'm single. I'm kind of not really starting over, but it's kind of like hitting the reset button and going back to the way I was.
There we go. That's my DSP impression.
And even though in Connecticut, I'll be honest too, I also wasn't much of a duster. It really wasn't a huge deal because I had a very small place. So having a small place, okay, it's a little bit of dust. Oh, every once in a while I clean it. Takes
okay, I can't even watch this anymore. It's too painful. Okay, so we're going to get into the actual stuff for this month. So we're going to look at the whole Danganronpa 2 debacle. And then we're going to look at the SJW thing, which is the clickbait that this whole stream was based on. So basically, DSP every month, because he's fucking lazy, he has a vote for the Patreon's Choice playthrough. So the Patreon's Choice playthrough is people vote and he plays a game and he finishes it. And pretty much every time a JRPG wins, JRPG always wins and he always complains about it. Now, most people would be like, wow, I'm getting paid like $1,200 to play one of the best games ever made, like Persona 4, Persona 3. Often he gets really awesome games he gets to play, and he gets to upload the videos to YouTube and gets double money because he gets ad revenue on it. Plus he gets bits, tips, and cheers and subs during it, but he bitches about it. So here is him complaining about having to play Danganronpa. Danganronpa actually does sound like shit, to be honest. Who thought a 60-hour-long visual novel was a good idea with no voice acting? I don't know.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Oh my god.
FYI, the new event for this month is the return of the Patron's Choice playthrough, meaning if you pledge $5 or more by the end of the month, and we hit the funding goal for this month, then you'll be nominating and voting on a new game playthrough, a full game playthrough. That will kind of be the downtime game that I balance with the new releases starting in September, okay? But I'm laying in some restrictions this time around. Because basically every time I do a Patron's Choice playthrough, the same kind of game gets selected. Long, 20 to 40 plus hours, very dialogue heavy, usually an RPG style game, usually a Japanese culture centric game. And what I mean by that, just listen to the list.
What the fuck is a Japanese culture-centric game? What does that even mean?
Of Patron's Choice playthroughs that have happened in the past. Ready? And see if you can put your finger on a pattern here. All right. Persona 4.
Oh no, he had to play Persona 4. He had to play Persona 4. I actually played Persona 4 a little while ago. I give it a 10 out of 10. It's one of the best video games I've ever played. Absolutely amazing game. And this asshole's complaining because he got paid $1,200 to play it, and then he probably got another couple $100 in ad revenue.
Yakuza 4, Persona 3.
Oh no, Persona 3.
1, Danganronpa 2. I think you can pretty much see the pattern here.
That's
it's
like
always the same
5
style of game. And the bottom line is
over
people
the
are tired
last
of it.
3 years.
The common viewer now is like, dude, Phil, you've been playing these games, the same style of game as Patron's Choice for 2 straight years. Why can't you do Jack 3? Why can't you do this game? Why can't you do that game? And I keep telling them, listen, it's because people aren't nominating and voting for those games. The games that get nominated and voted on end up always being this one very, very, very specific style of game for a certain niche audience. All right?
Okay.
So, I'm laying down the law this time around that those kind of games are going to not be able to be in the running. And the thing is, let's face it, folks, how many thousands of games are there out there for me to play?
So what he's saying is the people who give me money to play games, they can't vote and choose what they want. But the people who don't give me money and don't watch my videos, they get to vote.
That I haven't played yet. There's no reason for me to have to keep going back to the same kind of game. And, being completely honest here, it seems to me there really is only like 300 people who watch me play those games anyway. And I'm sorry, but I'm just being real. Playing a 40-plus hour playthrough that takes me 2 to 3 months to finish for a game that 300 people are watching does not make any kind of sense.
It shouldn't take them that long.
Listen, there's games that I want
Just
to play,
work more.
like Lost Odyssey or Suikoden or Final Fantasy IV. And I know if I played those games, those wouldn't get any views either, which is why I don't play them. I get that. Okay?
Well, they might get
I'm
views
sorry that
because
that's
you
kind
might
of the
actually like
limitations that I
them.
have right now. But being that I'm in the situation that I'm in, that YouTube completely fell through this year, and that everything is kind of tight right now, really rough for me.
There's no way that I could take out any more crazy amounts of time to play these games that no one is really interested in besides a couple hundred people.
No one's interested in them except for the people who give them $1,250 a month.
All right? I'm just being real here, folks. I could lie to you and kiss your butt.
Oh
But there's
no!
no reason for me to do that.
Don't
I'm
make
being
me
real. If you
play
want
like
to
some of the
see
best
me do
games
daily
ever
live streams and
made.
do videos on YouTube
Oh,
full time.
no.
You gotta have an understanding here that I can't be doing 40-plus hour, 2.5 month long playthroughs of games no one cares about.
I'm sorry. That's just the reality of it.
Maybe
too hard.
at some point in the future things will change, right? Maybe
No,
YouTube
it
ad revenue will
won't
go back
change.
to what it was. Yeah, right. I really don't believe that ever will happen, but I'm just saying, who knows? It's been a wild ride, right? It's been a crazy ass wild ride, and so anything can happen. So, maybe one day I will be able to get back to doing that stuff, but right now I kind of have to push it off the table and say sorry, not until things get better. All right. So that being said, there's actually been tons of people who said to me, Phil, I've considered pledging to your Patreon, but being that every time you do Patron's Choice, this certain style of game always wins. I'm not pledging because I don't want to waste my pledge.
Well, then just
Guess what,
vote for
folks?
something
Now,
else.
your time is now. If you've been waiting to get in on an event like this, now is the chance to pledge and get in on it. And in addition to that, all right, you may not realize this. The very honest, matter-of-fact situation here is that when I do Patron's Choice playthroughs, it's really only about 50 to 100 people tops who determine what game I play. And that's not an exaggeration
That's a lot of people.
at all. Typically, when you look at the polling, there's not a lot of votes.
Not a lot
So,
of
you
votes.
have no idea how much a $5 pledge and nomination and voting in this event.
How much power you're getting. over a full playthrough I'm going to be doing in the fall. All right, it's an incredible amount of power that you're getting. Okay, and I want to say, first of all, like I already said, thank you, because yesterday was amazing. Yesterday was really good. People were excited, people were engaged, watching the Dark Souls 2 playthrough, people were cheering, subbing, tipping. I couldn't be happier, all right? But, as you know, next week I'm taking time off, which means 4 to 5 straight days of no streaming, means 4 to 5 straight days of none of that. I won't get any tips or subs or, cheers, and that's essential income that I need right now to keep the business afloat.
And to keep myself being able to do daily live streams and videos when I come back from this time off, all right? So, FYI, since there is a whole big chunk of time I won't be streaming next week.
You know, if you want to be a little bit more generous up front now, or when I come back from my time off to resume everything, I would appreciate
skip ahead a bit.
all day till they're blue in the face. They're a bunch of idiots. Nothing's going to happen. They've tried to report me for fucking bullshit every single day that I've been on Twitch a year away, and came back refreshed and played that style of game. It doesn't make sense to play the same kind of game back to back, because just naturally the viewership gets burnt out.
All right, and I know that for a fact.
Okay, so we're just going to watch this, and then we'll get to his SJW rant.
And I'll have Splatoon 2. Pretty good, right? But only if there's demand. If
Okay,
not,
first let's just look at, so this is the weekend
sometime in the
preview.
next couple of weeks, I'll just make a special trip to GameStop in the morning one morning.
Okay, so DSP has hundreds of dollars of GameStop credit because he is too lazy to pick up the games he pre-orders. So, I don't even know how to explain that.
Pants. Okay, that's a little...
So, look at how shitty he looks in this.
Whoa! That is way too close. Holy, I scared myself. I looked at the screen, I'm like, what the fuck?
Look how fucking shit he looks in this.
Okay, hold on a second.
What
Jesus.
the fuck?
That's enough to make me shit.
He can't even
my
comb
pants.
his hair.
Okay, that's a little better.
He's like
right?
drenched with
What's
sweat.
going on, everyone? Phil here, and welcome to the weekly preview. Today is Sunday, July 16th, 2017.
Oh my
All right?
god.
Big week ahead. Big week ahead for multiple reasons. First of all, as you know, I have been on time off for the past 5 days. I have not live streamed anything. I have not recorded any new gameplay videos. Now, that hasn't meant there hasn't been new stuff on my DSP gaming channel. It just means that I have not been live streaming and putting out new gameplay content on a stream basis for the past 5 days, which of course, yes, a lot of people might say, well, it's a risky thing. Why would Phil do that? Listen, the truth of the matter is that since I moved to the state of Washington in the summer of 2014, I basically busted my ass. Every single day here on live stream, uploading videos, vlogging, doing whatever I needed to do to make ends meet, to keep the business going and all of that. And it just came to the point with all the developments in my personal life and everything, and all the stress going on recently with false copyright strikes and everything, I needed time off. I needed time away to just do stuff outside of YouTube, outside of Twitch, get myself back together, come back with a clear mind and a fresh perspective and say I'm ready now to hit this busy gaming season, because right around the corner, within less than a month, we're going to have nonstop new releases from August, September, most of October, a big chunk of November. It's going to be absolutely crazy at the end of this year. And when I'm stressed out to the point where I know that I need to be away, I need to do it. You know what I mean? To keep pushing forward through it is not going to work, because eventually I'm going to burn out. All right, so the past 5 days, there have been brand new videos on DSP Gaming, if you haven't noticed. Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, went into overdrive. There was at least a dozen new videos every single day of that playthrough.
Holy shit,
As
a
of
dozen
right now,
videos a day.
If you have not been watching the playthrough, it's current on DSP Gaming, meaning if you watch all the videos on that channel up to what's live now, you will have caught up entirely on that playthrough. And tomorrow, when I resume my live streaming, you'll be caught up. So FYI, if you really are interested in being caught up in time and catching the stream tomorrow, now's your opportunity to watch as much as you can and get caught up ahead of time. In addition to that, I also uploaded a batch of Danganronpa 2 right before I went off from work. And then I had 3 or 4 batches of fighting game footage, including Injustice 2, Tekken 7, and Ultra Street Fighter 4 videos, all of which I uploaded to DSP Gaming as well. That was from my July 4th Independence Day beatdown event that happened during Independence Day.
He talks about not showering for a week. I'm
that's
just
a lot
waiting
of
for him
stuff
to
that went
say
live
that.
on DSP Gaming while I was off. So if you're a YouTube watcher, more than likely you got your fill. I know a lot of people wanted to watch older playthroughs as well, and I recommended a few, like the Red Dead Redemption playthrough that I just did a couple weeks back. But some big classics, Heavy Rain, any of the GTA playthroughs, the Mass Effect playthroughs. These are the playthroughs that are classics that people go back to again and again. And I hope that during my time off, if you found yourself bored because I wasn't live streaming, that you found yourself occupied with something of mine. Considering I've made over 43,000 gameplay videos and thousands of playthroughs, I'm pretty sure you could have found something to entertain yourself, all right? Now, all that being said, a lot of people already are asking me, Phil, you coming back today? Are you coming back today? Today's Sunday. I'm uncertain. Let me explain why. Even though I've been on time off, I use that term sparingly. Time off just is exactly what that sounds like. Time off from live streaming. It doesn't mean I wasn't working. I mean, I busted my ass here. I cleaned my house from top to bottom, which took the entirety of like 1 to 2 days. I actually restocked my house on things like, for example, in the bathroom, I had those old bath mats and shit that were all worn out and everything. I basically went around kind of redoing my house a little bit because it needed it. I bought house plants for the house.
Their
Which, if you're on
bath
my
mats, just
Instagram
wash
today, you
them.
probably got a good laugh because I think I got more dirt on the floor of my garage than actually in the pot with the plants when I was trying to do this. I have no
my
garden.
God.
Okay.
Fuck this.
They're 100%. Got the humor right. Got the action right. In maze shopping, I have to get food. At some point tonight, I have to shave. As you can see, I haven't shaven in over a week. I have to shave and shower because I'm a mess here from doing all the pottery and everything today. Pottery, I should call it gardening, not pottery.
Let me just listen to that again.
23 p.m. I've been doing stuff all day long already. All right. After I'm done recording this and uploading it, I have 3 private Q&A videos to film for patrons. That's at least going to take an hour to an hour and a half. Then I have to do my grocery list. I have to go grocery shopping. I have to get food. At some point tonight, I have to shave. As you can see, I haven't shaven in over a week. I have to shave and shower because I'm a mess here
Okay, that kind of seems to imply to me that he hasn't showered in over a week.
from doing all the pottery and everything today. Pottery, I should call it gardening, not pottery. I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to live stream tonight. Usually I said, I'll probably do Ultra Street Fighter 2 tonight if I get a chance. At this point, I don't know. It might be off the table. I'll let everyone know on Twitter tonight, but more than likely, I don't want to promise you it and then be like, man, it's fucking 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Okay, just to be honest, because I'm an honest guy, I shower every day, or if for whatever reason I'm too tired to shower, I shower the next day. I never go more than 2 days without showering just because it's disgusting. I don't know. It takes like 5 minutes. He doesn't even have to commute or anything. Just get up in the morning, have a shower, or have like a 5-minute shower before you go to bed. Showering you don't have to take long in the shower. Just get in, lather up, run some shampoo through your hair. The whole thing takes like 5 minutes and you're clean. It doesn't take that very long to just wash the sweat off of your body.
I'm tired as fuck. I don't want to start streaming now. You know what I mean? Like normally I would start
too
streaming around
lazy to
7, 7:30.
shower.
There's no chance I could even start. I probably will just be finishing the Patreon videos by then. So let's talk about this week coming up.
I shave every
Because
3
tomorrow,
days.
Monday, the
Shave more
17th
often,
of
it
July,
can
I will
hurt
be
your
back
skin.
in full force. 100%, I'll be here for you. Double streams almost every day, if not every day. Okay, and we got some cool surprises and new stuff coming this week. All right, so first off, if I don't get to play Ultra Street Fighter 2 tonight, which honestly, it's probably not looking good, tomorrow will be a double stream day. Number 1, Dark Souls. 2, Scholar of the First Sin, resuming. We're going to do it the normal later time, which is around 12:30 p.m. Pacific time, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. That way I'll have a little bit of a chance to sleep in one final time before I get back to work. And I'll come back, full force with energy and everything. So about 3 to 4 hours of Dark Souls 2 tomorrow on stream. And then tomorrow night I'll be doing Ultra Street Fighter 2, about 2 hours
Okay,
of
let me
gameplay,
just
online
skip
gameplay.
ahead. First,
On the
right
polling
about
for
Donkey
what
Kong.
Sonic game will be coming up as the Patron's Choice Sonic event, a Gotta Go Fast summer event,
So
in early
fucking
August.
lame,
I don't have
Gotta
it for
Go
you
Fast.
yet. I've not even had a chance to go on my website today and check the results to give you an idea of what's leading the polls. I will have that for you shortly. All right, so soon we will have an answer on the Sonic event. Cool. The only other thing I can think of that I do want to talk about is Patreon for this month. Because, ladies and gentlemen, now I'm back from break. It's now officially the second half of July. I need to get serious about Patreon. Here's why. We are $125 below the monthly goal for July. That's a lot. all right? That's a lot of ground to
$125.
make up. And I know what happened was there was one person in particular who had been giving me some big pledges month to month to month, and they significantly lowered their pledge last month. In addition, there was a bunch of people who were giving me pledges last month to be part of that Gotta Go Fast Sonic event who either withdrew their pledges or lowered them significantly as well, leading in a giant dip in Patreon funding for this month. If we're going to make the monthly goal happen, which is going to be the Patron's Choice event, where if you pledge $5 or more to my Patreon, by the end of July, you'll be nominating and then voting on a game that I'll be doing a full playthrough of during the fall, all right? When all the new games are going on, for downtime, I'm going to be playing 1 or 2 other games that I'm going to be balancing, in there, and one of them will be this Patron's Choice game, all right? Now, I know for a fact there's a large group of people out there who are complaining about the Patron's Choice playthroughs.
Just look how shit he looks. He's got his shirt that's caked with fucking sweat. His beard's caked with sweat.
Why is it always a Japanese-centric game? Why is it always and some people, this is an insulting term, so I apologize in advance, but this is what people are saying. Why is it a Weeb game or a Weeaboo game? Why is it always an arty anime style game? Look, just look at the games that he's played. Yakuza, Persona 3 and 4, Danganronpa 1 and 2. It's always the same.
Why is he mocking
Patron's Choice
these people?
Jack 3. Why can't Patron's Choice be a game that we wanted to see for years that he's never played, like a Spyro game or whatever? The answer to this is very simple. The reason that this is never, Patron's Choice is never those games, is because you who complain about it never pledge, never nominate, and never vote. That's why.
That's a fair
And the patrons screwed it up. Then you should be a patron. You may not realize this, because a lot of people don't, because if you're not a patron, you wouldn't see this. I'm not even kidding you. I have a large amount of patrons who pledge $5 or more a month. Probably about 10% of those patrons actually nominate and vote on Patron's Choice. I'm not kidding you. The last one, I'm not kidding you, I think between Danganronpa 2 and whatever was second place, was determined by like 5 votes. That's not an exaggeration.
That's a lot of
So
votes.
if you have the power, pledge $5 or more, nominate and vote, you have the power to completely form a game that's going to be played in the fall. And that's the thing, when people don't realize, oh, my vote won't matter. It's just going to be a bunch of weebs voting for Weeaboo games again, right? No. Guess why? Because this time around, I laid down the law and I said, I can't do it. For 3 years in a row now, I can't keep playing the same kind of game for Patron's Choice. For the month of July, whatever,
In reference to what Blackbriar said, I miss when he used to drink while playing the playthroughs where he drank were way better.
If we hit the monthly goal, which we're still a ways away, $125 is a long way to go from fundraising. I hope we can hit it. We still can. We got 2 weeks left, okay? But the games that will be nominated and voted on will not be allowed to be JRPGs, narrative-style visual novels, or very highly Japanese-centric style, incredibly long, drawn-out game. No, we need action, we need adventure, we need something where it's not just about just elongated story. We need something with fun gameplay, something that people maybe wanted to see me play for a while. That's the kind of game we need for Patron's Choice this time around. We need variety, for God's sake. So, in this case, if and when we hit the monthly goal, I will be talking with the patrons who are nominating games to let them know if the games they're nominating qualify or not. Chances are, I guarantee you, now that people know of the kind of games I don't want to be playing for Patron's Choice, and then for the next one, they will nominate them, and we'll end up with a wide variety of stuff. And watch, it's going to be completely different. But we're way far away from hitting that goal. We need more support, folks. So please, check out my Patreon. $5 or more pledge. We got $125 to go to hit the monthly goal.
Okay, guys, and here is time for the feature presentation. Let's see here. And here is DSP going full SJW.
Yeah, Anonymous just attended
Time for some
Space
quality
Lesbian
content.
Pride. Oh God. All right, let's get the elephant out of the room. Let's kick the shit out of the elephant and kick it out of the room, folks. All right. The game I'm playing today on stream is called Tacoma.
Fuck Tacoma.
The premise of the game is that it's the year 2088. There's a futuristic space station that apparently is run by an artificial intelligence, but something has happened. All communications have broken off with the space station. No one knows what happened on this station at all. So you're the agent sent by the major corporation called the Venturis Corporation to find out what happened on the space station and hopefully get back the artificial intelligence because they want it. It's very valuable. And
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go like full edgy for this next part. So I always wonder what AI will think about Dindus and stack bars. Like, you gotta wonder, like, because it's a problem they have that computers are naturally hateful, because they base things not on the depth of your empathy, as Obama said, but they base it on reason. And when you try to explain Dindus to them, the computer's like, fuck that. Why are you even keeping them around?
obviously they don't want it to go into the wrong hands or to basically just be lost when they spent probably trillions of space bucks developing this AI, all right? So on the surface, the premise of the game sounds interesting, right? What
No, it
happened to
sounds
people
like
on the space
shit.
station? Are they alive? Are they dead? Where are they? What happened? What's with the AI? Did the AI go rogue, or did what? It's a big mystery.
No,
And
it
obviously, in
sounds
the course of the game,
awful.
you're going to find out what happened to all these people. Sounds good, except the game
No,
was
it
made by the makers
doesn't.
of Gone Home, which immediately
Fuck
makes this
Gone
game
Home.
polarizing as hell. Because if you're not aware, Gone Home, honestly, was the game years ago that brought a certain genre of game into the limelight, a certain genre of game that we
Shitty
would call a
games.
walking simulator. Now, the truth of the matter is, that's a very cynical title for it. Really, what these are very narrative-based games, which you, in first-person perspective, walk around and explore. Now, some of them will have more of a combat or survival element, while others don't have that at all. A lot of them, you just kind of walk around and explore, and through narrative logs and audio log.
I don't know. I'm just curious. Would people consider Amnesia to be a walking simulator?
And video clips and things like that.
Okay, if people, I'm gonna be honest, I'm an honest guy. If people want me to stream Gone Home, like if enough people ask for it, I
basically
will stream
experience a story.
it. Let me see how much it is on
So,
Steam.
over the past few years, I've played many of these. Just recently, I played What Remains of Edith Finch. That one had a really unique twist to it, because it had little mini games and stuff in it. That made it a little bit different from other walking simulators.
Gone Home is
What
$22
was that one I played
fucking
a couple of years
dollars.
ago? The one where all the people had vanished. God,
Okay,
what was the
well,
name of
I'll
it?
have to. I'll have to.
So
get
everyone's
it.
gone to the Rapture, right? Or everybody's gone, or everyone's gone to the Rapture. That was one. Last year I played Firewatch, right? And that was a very different kind of walking simulator.
Okay,
right?
I'll
Even though
play.
it
I'll
was the
stream
same
Gone
style of
Home.
game,
I'll just have
was a
to
little
obtain
different.
it because I refuse to pay
And
$22.
just a couple years ago,
for
I
this
also
shit.
played that one Soma, which was the game that was from the makers of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Now that was another one where people really apparently liked the original Amnesia, and then when Soma came out, it didn't have as much horror aspect to it, and a lot of people got upset. All right. The bottom line is this: this game, this genre of game, definitely has an audience. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
If you haven't noticed, there's been more and more and more of this kind of game
That's
coming out.
because
over
they
the
get
past few
affirmative
years.
action.
However,
buffs.
I'm
They
going
don't
to be
make
honest with
any
all of
money.
you. I am kind of not upset, but disappointed
He is very, very concerned.
that, at least in my viewer base, there's a group of people who just want to come in with a preconceived notion of what a game is and immediately just shit all over it and say that it's bad. I just experienced this with the game Night in the Woods 2 days ago, where I had no idea what the game was, right? I never experienced it before. It was voted in for my Indies Marathon. I played it during my Indies Marathon. Okay. For what it was, for the 90 minutes that I played it, I was intrigued because I didn't know what the game was, and I was like, wow, apparently people are saying this is going to be a murder mystery, but for this 90 minutes of build-up, it just seems like they're building a big world around the characters and everything, and, I'm curious to see how this game is going to continue. All right. Immediately when I started playing this game, people shitting and it's an SJW game, this game's a piece
Well,
of
it
shit,
is.
it's a bunch of fucking ninnies and lesbians and fruits and furries, and I'm looking in the stream chat, and
DSP apparently has a based fan base. Who knew?
it just became so toxic. All right?
Toxic.
And that pisses me off.
Microaggressions.
Because here, I'm someone who, I give all games a shot, right? I do.
No,
I
you
give all
don't.
on it.
No, he won't. He won't play RTS. He won't play PC games. He won't play like turn-based strategy. He won't play Fire Emblem. I want to see DSP play Fire Emblem. I'd pay to see that because Fire Emblem is like my favorite franchise. I know it and the Souls games are my favorite franchise. But
A
yeah,
shot, but you know me. Also, I'm a very honest person. If I think that a game sucks, I'm going to tell you that I think a game sucks.
He thinks
I'm not the kind of
everything
person
sucks. No,
who's going
he
to
lies.
sugarcoat it or whatever. I'm going to speak my mind. But I didn't know what the hell Night in the Woods was, and I see people coming in and shitting all over it. All right? When I played Gone Home several years ago, I didn't know what it was. The game had an air of mystery, okay? The entire game, you thought maybe something supernatural was going on inside of this house that you were exploring. And I liked that about it. The game kind of kept you on the edge of your seat, and it would feed you these little pieces of story here and there and here and there, eventually leading to a big culmination where you finally find out what happened at the end of the game. Now, the truth is, all right, that at the end of the game, if you were expecting something supernatural to happen in Gone Home, you were going to be very gravely disappointed. And a lot of people were, and I think that's why people shit on the game, is because the game it was a bait and switch. Oh, the whole game was going to be something supernatural, at the end it really isn't. But hey, the writers of the game did a great job keeping you,
it looks like
in
shit.
suspense, on the
It
edge of
looks
your seat,
so fucking bad.
expecting that something crazy was going to
Now, I'm going to be honest because I'm an honest guy. I actually liked Depression Quest. I didn't think it was that bad for a free visual novel.
happen, right? So at least in that regard, they did a good job, right?
No, they didn't. They
You know
did
what I
an
mean?
awful job. It was
So, That's what I mean. Like, I don't see why people have to shit on it. Although, here's the thing, and this is the truth of the matter, folks. The subject matter of the game, it was a girl who, well, it wasn't a girl. The protagonist was just a girl coming home and her family was missing. But it was the story of her sister coming out as a lesbian, all right, and basically having this taboo relationship with another girl, and then eventually kind of running off to be with that girl. It was a love story, actually. Of all the things, you think it was a supernatural thriller, it ended up being a love story. And people, still to this day, even though we have a very liberal society, at least in America, let's face it, becoming more and more liberal and more open to this kind of thing, we still have people who are bigoted and who don't accept that kind of thing. And it's against my belief, it's against my religion, it's against... These people that live in this fucking bubble of they think that whatever they think is right is the only...
DSP is accusing people of living in a bubble.
Thing that could possibly be fucking right. Again, these people with the black and white mentality, right?
DSP accusing other people of having a black and white mentality.
God forbid that someone else have a different lifestyle or a different belief system than me.
DSP getting angry at people for having a different lifestyle.
I mean, that's just a horrible thing, right? And so because the game had a lesbian in it, it's bad.
Yeah, it is.
Okay?
Fuck that.
Pretty ridiculous in my opinion. If you're going to be here, you're going to watch my streams, and you're going to enjoy, my kind of stuff, you got to understand that I'm a person with a very open mind.
No,
now, also, you got to keep in mind, I'm also a very heterosexual guy. You know what I mean? I've certainly never had any kind of tendencies or anything towards that kind of lifestyle. But at the same time, I can understand if there are people who have. I've had friends over the years, especially in the Street Fighter community. I've had several friends who were, gay, and I'm totally okay with that. And I don't understand why people have to be so fucking closed-minded.
So closed-minded.
That they can't accept that there could be a good game that actually has a homosexual character in it. Oh my god, right? However, on the flip side of that, I totally disagree with this movement among game developers recently to spoon-feed and shove in these things down our throat. The perfect example of this would be Assassin's Creed recently, right? Where, let's have female gang members and female, vicious criminals in these street gangs where historically you can look back and find out, no, there were no women who were part of these gangs. Or if they were few and far between. Yet 50% of the enemies in the game are females. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is stupid. It's just you're historically changing the history of the world to try to forward your agenda.
Now, he has said in the past that he wants there to be more affirmative action and more diversity in video games, and he wants that to just kind of be inserted into them.
Pretend like there was always gender equality. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There weren't. There wasn't always gender equality.
I know, and it was a good thing.
And the fact that we were trying to hide that is wrong. I mean, if people can't understand that ignoring the past, ignoring our history to learn from it is a bad thing, why don't you just go burn all the fucking books, right? Why don't we just burn the history books, change all the history? George Washington was a woman. Georgette Washington. You know what I mean? It's stupid. I do 100% agree with people who don't like that. I don't either, okay? But just because there are game developers who, in my opinion, are doing the wrong thing doesn't mean that every single game from a game developer that's not a hardcore challenge gameplay game, or every game from a game developer that may be narrative-based and really doesn't focus more on, challenging gameplay.
Didn't he just do, like, a whole video where he ranted about how he didn't want to play any more narrative-based games? Didn't he just do a video on that because of his Patreon?
Or on the flip side of that, like I just mentioned, anything that may have a homosexual or gay character doesn't mean the game is an SJW game that should be ignored or destroyed or shat on. All right? So if that's what you're here for, if you're here to just shit on this game today, I suggest you leave. All right? Now, I'm not saying, again, if I play this game and I hate it, then I'm not going to be honest with you. I will. I mean, let's be honest. The walking simulators that I've played before, I've been very honest about. I thought some of them were terrible, and I thought some of them were okay, and I thought some of them were great. And I will tell you that based off of my experience with this game. But if you're just here to take a steamy dump on Tacoma, there is a little thing on your PC or device. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called a little a pointer. And what you can do is you can turn that pointer right over there to the X on your screen. You can close the stream chat. You can close the stream. You can leave. And
DSP tries it, insulting what few fans he has left.
you can come back when I'm not playing this game. All right? I'm not putting up with your shit.
He's not putting up with it.
I'm just tired. I couldn't believe the attitude of the people on Monday when I was trying to play this game Night in the Woods and enjoy it, and I see these people just being fucking so toxic. Like, You gotta
DSP complaining about people being toxic.
have an open mind. You can't be a fucking closed-minded, bigot idiot your whole life. That's not the way to live, man. It's not. Since I've become more open-minded, let's face it. When I started on YouTube, I was very closed-minded, right? I was, oh, fuck Minecraft, and fuck this, and fuck these kiddie games, and fuck that. And there were so many games that I missed out on and wouldn't try because of my closed-minded.
Didn't he just do a big rant about how he never wants to play another Japanese culture-centric game? He complains about Japanese a lot.
And then over the years, I changed my attitude. I said, I'm going to be more open-minded. I'm going to listen. I'm going to try things that are different, okay? And look at the variety of stuff that I've done over the course of my run on YouTube and live streaming and everything, because I had an open mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't have a closed mind to this kind of stuff.
You just can't.
All right.
Because I told you.
So that's it. I'm just being real with all of you. If you're here to be a negative, asshole and just shit all over the game for the sake of shitting on it, there's a door and you can leave. However, if you want to be like me and you want to actually check it out and have an open mind and see what it's about, then welcome. I welcome you, because that's what this is all about, a fun exploratory stream into a new release game, the first new release in a long time. All right?
Sorry, I had to.
Itchy. So, that's the deal, folks. All right? Just laying down the law here. Because I don't want people coming in here trying to have a good time and trying to see what the game is and enjoy it. And people just being nasty and being toxic to them, too, because that's what happens, too. Then it permeates everything. Oh, someone is actually liking this game? Fuck that person. SJW. Listen, I'm one of the forefront people who tell you that I think the SJW movement is a bunch of shit. It's a bunch of people who really aren't very forthcoming with being truthful about what they're saying and doing. Mm-hmm. It just seems like it's people who have way too much fucking free time. And if they actually cared about stuff, they would actually go do it instead of just shitting all over Twitter, all right? Or social media. But I digress. That's not really the subject here. The subject is people who are coming into my stream chat to ruin the experience for others. Cut that shit out. All right? Cut that shit out. All right. So I got that out of the way and I got it off my chest. So it's funny because people are like, it's the lesbo game. It's the lesbo game. I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't want to hear it.
I seriously don't.
I don't.
I want to sit here and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to hear people saying that shit. So forewarning. And I know there's people who aren't here now are going to come in during the stream and do it. And when they get banned from the chat, I'm not going to listen to their little whininess and their tears. I'm going to say your tears are deliciously salty. It's your own fault for being an immature idiot. Too bad.
Yep, you're immature if you don't agree with me.
Okay, then. Game Master 2003 is dead. Did a 100-bit cheer. He says, I agree with you 100%, Phil, and I'm religious. Well, I don't know if you should have shared that, because there's some people, oh my God, someone's religious. Oh, just like the flip side. Oh my God, someone's an atheist. Oh, really ridiculous, these people's reactions to be so close-minded to other people, in my opinion. You gotta be open-minded,
Have you ever seen DSP talk about religion in video games? Because I remember when he was playing Indigo Prophecy, he kept making fun of the main character's brother for being a priest. Like, really nastily, actually. And all the comments of DSP cult under it were like, oh, anyone who posts anything here other than DSP is entitled to his beliefs, and who, like, insults him for his beliefs is like a bad person. I'm like, well, but that's what he did. That was the whole video, was him making fun of the guy. Whatever.
My opinion has always been to each their own.
No, it hasn't.
As long as you're not trying to systematically eliminate people who are of the same mindset of you, then I don't see the problem of having different opinions and different ways of thought.
Wait a minute. We just have to go back. So DSP just said he's going to block and ban anybody who expresses a different opinion.
These people's reactions are so close-minded to other people. In my opinion, you got to be open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion has always been to each their own. As long as you're not trying to systematically eliminate people who are of the same mindset of you,
well, I don't
see the problem of having different opinions and different ways of thought in life.
Mm-hmm.
Variety is the spice of life, folks. If we all were the same and we all thought the same, then we'd be incredibly bored.
But he just said he was going to ban anybody who... So he's like, I'm going to ban anybody who disagrees with me for not being
a homogenized
open-minded
culture of people. All wearing the same clothes, doing the same things. That's not fun, right?
Actually, it is fun. I miss it.
Here we go. $2 tip, and he says, I'm disappointed in you for suggesting that people who didn't like A Night in the Woods didn't like it because they were bigoted. The game sucked and was awful to watch, plain and simple. You should take that back. All right, first of all, it's my opinion, and I don't have to take it back because you don't agree with my opinion. Again, talk about being closed-minded. If you don't agree with what I say, okay. Agree to disagree. Don't demand that I take it back. That's an incredibly immature mindset to have, okay? It just is. Being real here, dude. All right? Now, by the way, you obviously weren't listening. Because that's not what I said. I didn't say that everyone who was saying the game was bad.
Yes, you did.
Was being nasty and toxic.
That's
I said
literally
people
what
being
you
toxic
said.
saying, it's bad because it's an SJW furry game. And I was looking, and I couldn't find any logic to the people in stream chat who were being nasty about Night in the Woods. It wasn't like they were saying, oh, this game is only 10 hours long and 5 hours of it is boring and walking around, nothing's happening. Nothing like that. Instead, it was, this game's SJW, this game, there's lesbians, homosexuals, bad because of that. That's what I'm talking about. It's a completely different situation. All right? If someone actually says, I don't like this game, I think it's boring, that's different. That's not what was happening when I was playing the game.
No. Yeah.
I was there and I was reading the stream chat, and that's not what was going on. It was just a really negative, nasty, preconceived notion mindset about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, that is kind of, obviously, Stuart, you're someone who's here for the streams all the time. And I do appreciate your input, but you have to understand, you're having a very closed-minded mindset, telling me to change what I said based off of the fact that maybe you didn't like the game and now you feel offended. I wasn't even saying that to you. I was saying it for people who are being very bigoted about it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, run up.
Okay, so that is the stream for the week,
Thank you,
for the
Michael,
month.
for the-
I'll do another one maybe on Gone Home later because we have a holiday in Canada Monday, but I hope you enjoyed it. So that was DSP having zero self-awareness, and I'll talk to you guys later.